Samuel Genus here with Predict Your Business, where I help business owners wear less hats and grow their business in a predictable way. Today, I want to actually talk to you about firing people. Today is a bittersweet feeling for me because I hired someone last week, but I'm about to fire them today. I'm firing them because my goal is to build an awesome team. I have to build a team with people who I know can fit within my culture, within my corporate culture, who can do the things that need to get done, who have a certain skill level. And one of the many problems that happens within small businesses, we tend to either be too nice, we tend to be too soft, we tend to be too emotional, and we don't make the right decisions. I heard a mentor say one time that CEOs, 70% of the people that CEOs hire is the wrong person. And so a CEO has to become great at firing people. And the reason why I say it's a bittersweet is because I really need to fill this position on my team. And I had a lot of hopes with this person, but within the first day or so, I was able to quickly realize that they wouldn't be a good fit, even though I hired them, right? Even though I hired them, I quickly realized, wait a second, they're not gonna be a good fit. And I don't want to deceive myself. I don't wanna just be like, oh, well, let's give it 5 more days, 10 more days, 15 more days. I don't have money to waste. Right? As a business owner, you're using your money to pay people, right? You're using your time and effort. And when I'm bringing people on board, there are certain things that I'm willing to train people on, but then there are certain things that I want you to have those skills when you come. I don't want to have to train you. I don't want to have to get into the mix. I want to be able to bring people on my team where I can basically turn my back to them and they can basically rock on, right? If I have to constantly be there to point out the errors, then that means I can't trust them. I need people around me who can see the errors. I need people around me who can recognize the imperfections, who can recognize that, hey, this is not working. Because if they can't recognize it, that means I will always have to be the one who do the inspection. And that's not gonna work. I need to be surrounded by a team of people who can inspect their work and recognize the flaws and correct them without me being involved. And so it's a bittersweet because I have to do this, I have to fire this person, but it's sweet because I only lost, 1 or 2 days worth of money, right? That's the sweet part. I let them go early, and I'm not putting my emotions in it. Am I hurt? Yes. Do I really want to fill this position? Yes. But I'm back to the drawing board. So, this is just me being transparent. I have not arrived. There's still mistakes that I do in the hiring process. But one thing I want to get better at is letting people go when I know that they're not the right fit. And I think a lot of times we do that in relationships, people do that in business, they do that with all kinds of things. They settle for things. And when you're trying to create a 6-figure business, a 7-figure business, when you're trying to make $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, you can't afford to just keep making mistakes over and over and over. If you make a mistake, you have to learn from that mistake very quickly and fix the mistake very quickly. And so my way of fixing that mistake is not training this person, not giving them a bunch of, tutorials and all that, because I don't got time for that. That's why I hired someone hoping that they have the skills, but it just didn't work out. So I want to encourage those of you who may be working with family, who may be working with a friend, or working with somebody that you know from school, or working with somebody you know from work, and y'all working on this project together, or whatever it is, and you're beginning to realize, wait a second, this is not working. Don't let this thing drawn out. Don't let it drag out. Cut your losses. Yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you lost some money. Yes, you bumped your head, but it's better to cut them off than to keep dragging it along. So that is my word for today, basically. fire quick, okay? Fire quick. Someone, I think a mentor said, you want to fire people within the first 30 days of their employment, and in this case, I'm firing them within the first week of the employment because it's just not working out. We didn't have no argument. People, they're a nice person, but remember, being nice is not the prerequisite of having a successful business. Having the right skills, being a team player, being able to do what needs to be done, that's what grows a successful business. So don't be afraid to cut people off. Don't be afraid to cut your family off. Don't be afraid to cut your best friend off. Some people are good as friends, but bad as business partners. They're good as friends. You can go to the mall together. You can go on vacation together, but you just can't do business together because they don't have what it takes to succeed in that type of business. All right, so that's my word for today. I hope you're encouraged by this. I hope you're prepared to make that right decision. Now, how do you fire them? I'm not getting into all of that, but you just have to first make the decision to fire them, to let them go. And you need to know why you're letting them go and why they're not a good fit, because you're gonna have to explain that. And remember, if you hire the wrong people, you won't be able to predict success. You'll be able to predict failure because you hired the wrong people. But if you let the wrong people go, at least what you're doing is kind of stopping the bleeding, all right? And you just have to regroup and hire people. So I'm basically on to the next resume. All right, this is Samuel Genus with Predict Your Business. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.